Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the start to finish of our woodshed. Before the baby comes. In one of our last videos, we started the woodshed with my parents, and I'm going to get the holes done. I've got about 1.5 left to do. Yeah, 1.5 left to do. And then once Levi is done with some cabin stuff and we get some nice days here, we will finish her up. He's fighting sleep. So holes wise, we're just getting down, you know, maybe a couple inches into the gravel, and you can tell when you start to hit gravel because you start to hit rocks. So starting to get, see how it's a little bit more gray. Then this stuff over here is a little more brown. I don't know if that's how easy that is to see, but getting into gravel. So I'll just get this hole cleaned up, get it a little bit flatter at the bottom, and maybe give myself a little bit more width, and we'll be done. We've got these logs that we peeled and burnt. They're going to be our posts, obviously. They're really big. She's going to be hefty. And then these logs that are not peeled, we're going to try and rip with the chainsaw. We don't have a chainsaw mill. That's something that's been on our list to get, but the one we want hasn't been available. We might try to rip them without the mill. We'll kind of see how it goes. Either way, all of it saves us a ton of money on lumber. A new day, and probably one of our last sunny days since it's August. We'll be heading into the rainy season. Levi is just working too fast for the cameras to keep up, so I'll show you where we're at with the woodshed. He got these posts set by himself because he's crazy while I had Henry in a nap, and it's looking really good so far. They're super tall. I don't know if we're keeping them that tall. Probably not. Maybe so. I have one more hole to finish. It was Root City on top, so I didn't get it finished the other day when I had Henry on me, because when you dig in the roots, you dig up all the mosquitoes. more work supervising.
Huh?
What? I'm interviewing Henry. What do you think of the woodshed so far? It's okay. It's alright.
Let's go.
Oh my god. It's not right.
You're supposed to be getting Mom.
Oh, there's no uphill. How many holes are there? Go back here, you guys. I've got momentum. I'm losing it. Go, go, go!
Where'd you find her, Henry? Where'd you find that crazy lady? Huh?
That was a lot, Henry, but thanks for being an expert cameraman while we watch your dad fill the hole in now. I can do it.
You can't.
You have Henry. You're his favorite now. I have to be able to do it. Oh, crap. I don't want to get my nice new shirt all black.
Why don't you take Henry?
No, I can do it. The problem is I need to go that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could have done it. Oh, jeez. High one was trying to decide which one to land at. Not in the mouth. Yeah, that was icky, wasn't it? Look at your mouth.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely need a bath tonight.
That's why I'm
Hey.
letting.
Hey,
I mean, I'd let him play anyway, but
hey, come
I'm
here.
not gonna give him a bath
Hey,
tonight,
come here.
so.
Hey, come here. Hey, hey, hey.
start going off the side there. Huh? You gotta start getting up. You're on the wrong line there. Which one? 3 1/4 one.
Yeah.
What's this one?
That one should be 3 1/4.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty good except for the last couple feet here.
Try to leave that line. And imagine there's a line on the bottom you gotta leave too. Like something. How's it going? Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Almost have to roll it and snap that other line and plane down to it.
Yeah.
Have a square, you know. You're getting close to the line here.
I know, I'm trying to work it.
Just cut that.
So we cut these trees down out of the backyard with the intention, they're good wood. Really good wood. So we cut them out of the backyard. We're gonna use them for the beams across the top of the woodshed. Basically the posts for the woodshed also came from these trees. We found the center, if you look over here. Made a plumb line and a level line through the thickest parts of the log, and then we came up 3 3/4, drew a line, snapped a line, and cut that off with a chainsaw. And then we're gonna come back through with a planer and get it down nice and level, smooth, like this one is. And then that's what our rafters will sit on. So that will be facing up on top of these posts. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back through where each post is, and we're gonna notch out a pocket in the beam for the posts to sit in, almost like we did on our burl post. same kind of thing. That way we don't have to plane the entire other side of the log to make it flat. We're just gonna measure, find where the posts are, make a flat spot that'll sit on there, and then try and pick these up 10, 12 feet in the air. But at the end of the day, when this woodshed's done, the only cost we should have in it is the metal for the roof. Other than that, it should be everything sourced off of the property or leftovers from the cabin build. That's the plan. And then we got to fill it with wood, which is the not fun part of the endeavor. Man.
Would you like to tell us about it? How it came to fruition?
Well, we got a second snow machine, and I'm OCD like that. Both snow machines need their own chainsaw. So I casually went down to the store to see what they wanted for an MS 180, which is what my other saw is. Love it. Just beat the ever-living crap out of it, and it just keeps taking the abuse. Really lightweight. Went down to the hardware store, they quit making them. They said they just discontinued them. You can buy this one right here, has the same power, weighs 3 pounds more. And I was like, not gonna happen. So we called around to everywhere that sells steel, like in the state, and found one place that had one old MS 180 still sitting on the shelf. So we went and bought that sucker.
So that is going to be
Mine.
No. That goes on Bumblebee, the new snow machine.
If you have the old snow machine,
I get the new chainsaw. Exactly. My thoughts exactly. Really, whoever's holding Henry gets the new snow machine. I'm very happy for you. You got your saw.
Can't beat them for how cheap they are.
Shame on Steel
Yeah.
for discontinuing.
They said
the
it
saw.
was
Was emissions?
Emissions. So now they're got to be all
So now it's just heavier.
stupid.
We didn't want that, so he's very excited.
I don't have a whole lot of gas in here. Perfect.
Yeah, this one's pretty. This one's a little easier to see. Counted the rings, and it gets too small. Like in the center, at 70 rings. Pretty old trees. That's kind of cool.
Getting there. It's pretty close. I think you can turn that generator off. Sounds like it just got done.
Okay.
You can roll it. You can just set it on here.
It's not screwed down or anything, is it?
Do you think you can set it on here? Help me just roll it in place for now.
Okay. I think I can set it on there.
We just gotta get like... I can't go one end all the way up, but if we get there, I can get mine, and then I think we can get that one. So let's twist this way. We'll just leave it on the horses.
Do you want me to go balance?
No. Just stay here. You know what?
Okay, now. Oh. I have no use.
Now you need to balance.
Okay.
Alright, did I cut all my notches in the right spot?
I'm about to find out. It's not light. Oh, use those legs. Beautiful. Very nice. Love it.
Yeah, buddy.
Have fun with that one. How much are you cutting off up there?
I don't know, I had to get this here to first.
Do your math and... Oh yeah, she'll hold some firewood. Oh,
That looks awesome.
looks great.
Perfect.
Level?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So I need to cut this post an inch less than I cut that post.
Right.
Okay. I need you to hold me. Hold it at 10 inches exactly on that line.
Okay. Okay, it better be exact because I can't see it.
$36 5/8.
Whatever you say.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. This is gonna be dangerous. Everybody look out. That's why I like the little saw.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got other stuff to do. Not gonna be perfect. That's pretty dang good.
Okay.
Dog clear.
Guys, come on, get. Come on. Come on, get. Come on. Come on. I'm just scared it's gonna roll. Looks like you can pull it this way quite a bit on that one.
I'm sure I got the room. It's just... That worked pretty slick. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to
I
set
was
it.
nervous.
I don't know, honey. Riverboat would be fun and all. I think it's awesome.
Is it level? You should check.
Yeah, be prepared to turn off the GoPro.
Oh geez, not the Stanley.
Let me see that. I can't tell from over here. That looks pretty
good.
damn good. It's not perfectly smooth log. Got some bumps up and down in it, but it'll work for a daggum woodshed. We're kind of running out of gravel on the gravel that we bought and had delivered for all the stuff we wanted to get done around the property. So we're thinking about making a little trail here, kind of over to a side of the property, and digging a gravel pit over there permanent for whatever in the future. We rent another skid steer, we get another tractor, whatever we do, we've just got a gravel pit over there that we can go get as much gravel as we want whenever we want. We're gonna see how that goes. I gotta cut a couple trees here and see how easily we can get the skid steer over there. See what happens. successfully made a trail back here where I wanted to go. The gravel pit is a no-go. Went down. I wanted to get back kind of on the back side of this shelf, and I wanted to be able to just dig in with the skid steer, but that ain't happening. I dug down, oh, probably 5.5 feet, and still never hit cobble or gravel, which is definitely a first on this property. But I'm kind of in a drainage over here. I did hit like sand, you know, I just think it was kind of a wash, and I don't know, deposited sand here instead of gravel. But then I started getting the skid steer stuck, and it just wasn't happening on the side of this hill. So we'll leave it for now. It gives us a trail over here. It'll be easy to haul firewood out off the pond on the snow machine over here. So
Gus, let's go check out Dad's trail.
oh, we can't show him where it's at. He'll be down there all the time. Long term, I'd like to make this a parking spot right here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The trail making's the easy part.
You should do this past the outhouse.
The mining is the hard part. This was diced.
Huh. Son of a gun, that's a pretty big track.
Slid in the mud.
It's true.
That's funny.
Right there too. No, that's a big track. Look at that.
That's funny. Gus, where'd you go?
Is that my 50 incher?
Well, if you would actually put on.
That's crazy. This is just a sand pit.
They had this whole thing like this in it. You know, good and firm and packed down.
Yeah.
And I could drive on it. I
Yeah.
had it all beat down and packed down. we've got the roof on the woodshed done, ready to go, just in time for some sunny weather coming up the next few days to dry the wood out so we can start cutting wood and getting wood in there. For going around the sides, the framing, I'm just using whatever I've got laying around. So I've got some old pressure treated 2x4s, some 2x6s, just whatever braces, stakes, stuff we had for building the cabin. Anything that's left, I'm just going to use it up on this. So it's going to look a little goofy from inside the woodshed whenever there's not wood in it. But I really don't care. I don't want to just chop this stuff up and burn it for firewood. It's perfectly good lumber. It's just odds and end pieces. So it's perfect for a woodshed. So we'll cut that up, and then we've got just a little bit of live edge left from what we used for skirting the cabin. And then we ended up getting some first cuts off the sawmill from Remote Life Alaska, Cody and Lori. So they gave us that stuff for free, so that's awesome. This is definitely the budget portion, building the woodshed. The metal actually wasn't that expensive, but that's really going to be our only cost into it.
Firewood's going in.
Yeah. Came together pretty good, actually. It was a lot easier than, I mean, all the way, everything was easier than I thought it was going to be. But, looks good. It'll hold a lot of firewood. And we're not at this point in the season, in the fall, temperatures we're getting, we're not worrying about splitting wood right now. We're just going to cut it up, get it under the woodshed, and then we'll split it through the winter as we go. You know, pull some logs out, split them, take them inside. Which will be a little bit more work in the winter, but it gives us something to do when it's so much snow, so little stuff to do.
Coffee. Oh, look at you. Cut that off.
Do you want to explain to me, explain to the viewer, hey.
What would you like explained?
Oh, it broke a nail. Earl. Tammy Lynn Baxter. You really need to get with the times.
Look out below. Call the danger zone.
That's fancy. Speed it up to do like a tap, 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 tap kind of thing, you know?
Okay.